Good morning, good day. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. My name is Michael John, and it is my purpose to assist you in becoming your best version, however that may be. So, I wanted to share an experience that I had earlier, and it made me start thinking about some things. So, I'm doing my best to create my best life. I gave up everything from the life I had a year ago, and I told myself that I was prepared to lose everything that I've ever had to gain everything that I ever wanted. And sure enough, it's happening. And in the beginning, it might be quite difficult to just let go of those attachments to those people, to those situations. It's difficult. But if that's what it takes to get to your best life, then it's in your best interest to let go. So earlier today, I was daydreaming. I was daydreaming about my best life. And it seems like every time I have these daydreams of me living my best life, I tend to think, who's having this experience? Who's within me that dares to dream big? Because I know when I open up my eyes and I think about the actions that I could take towards that dream life, I start thinking of all the things that I can't do, and all the things that I'm not worthy, and all the confidence I lack, and how it's going to be impossible. So then there's two aspects of me then. There's a part of me that is courageous enough to dream big. And then there's an aspect of me who feels that it's not worthy, it's not capable, doesn't have what it takes. And it's sad to say that a majority of the time we're connected to that aspect of ourselves that believe we're not worthy and that we can't create our dream life. And if you continue to stay connected to that aspect of you, that's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. A life where you play it safe and do what you're told and live up to everybody else's expectations. But let's just say you ain't taking no for an answer. Let's just say you have a mentality of, by any means. How do you connect to that aspect of you that dreams big, that knows that it can and that it will? I'll tell you, through your heart, because that's where everything's coming from. Everything that is based out of love is coming from your heart, and everything that is based out of fear is coming from your logical mind. And if we could just stay connected with our heart and follow that to wherever it directs us, and to just trust that it has our highest good in mind and that it's going to lead to where we want to be, that's how you get there. Well, we were never told that. We were never told to dream big, follow our hearts. None of that. We were told to play it safe, go to school, get a job, and blend in. That's a bad idea. Because if you understand what life is and why you come here, then you know that you weren't put on this planet to play it safe. You were put on this planet to do the opposite of that. You were on this planet to take chances, to just live your best life and just live life on your own terms, through your own expectations, and letting go of anybody else's judgments, opinions, or expectations. Let it all go. Connect to that heart center. Find out where it is that your soul is trying to direct you. Because we all have a path. We all have this path to our best life, and it's through our heart. And I've been living proof of this, that as long as I follow my heart, follow my intuition, I'm always exactly where I need to be. And the universe will confirm that. Just remember, You will get your answers from within. Every answer that you will ever need in this life will come from within. And then the universe will confirm that. It will confirm what it just told you through your outer reality. And it might be through a conversation you overhear. Could be from a billboard you drove past. Could be a commercial you've seen on TV. Endless possibilities. But it will confirm that you are in alignment. So just remember, whenever you want your answers, you go within. And once you feel like you have your answer, stay present and see if the universe confirms what you already thought, what you already knew. And it will. And that's the key to creating your best life. You don't need to know anything else. Everything that you will ever need to know will show up in your life. Every answer that you will ever need is already within you. And anything else will show up. You know, whether it's a book, whether it's a movie, a documentary. Think about it this way. You ever read a book and you get through that whole book and you realize you only remembered 2 things out of that whole book? Well, those are the only things that you needed to realize, that you needed to know. That was the only information in that book that was there to serve you where you're at on your path. You don't need to reread that book, at least not right now. Why don't you take the 2 things that you remember from that book, apply it to your life, see where it takes you, and then if you feel like you need to read the book one more time because there's some more information in there that you would like to apply to your life, then go ahead and do that. But just know, you are going to remember everything that you need to remember. And if you didn't remember it, then it's not going to serve you right now. Not saying that it won't ever serve you, it's just not going to serve you at this moment. We are miraculous beings. We are so powerful, and we are capable of creating the most beautiful life. I mean, think about it. I'm holding this iPhone in my hand. And this iPhone was somebody's thought. And the person that had this thought of this iPhone and wanted to make it a reality, do you think he was living through his lower self that told him that he couldn't do it? That it wasn't possible? And that he needs to wake up and maybe start playing it safe? Fuck no. He was like, you know what? I'm going to make this happen. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I'm going to make it happen. And that's how you know you're on your right path. If you have an idea and you believe in your heart that it will lead you to where you want to go, but you just don't know how it's going to happen, then you're in alignment. Because just remember that life is one big puzzle. And we get one piece of the puzzle at a time. And once we find where that piece goes, we'll get another one. Because if you were just to be handed this whole puzzle and all you have is a whole bunch of pieces and then you have to put it together, you'd be quite overwhelmed. Matter of fact, you'd probably be like, you'll be like, I don't even know where to start, so I'm not going to start at all. So just know, if you got your first piece of the puzzle, be grateful for it, and then take action on it. And then once you take action, it's going to lead you to your next piece. Always will. Always will. It'll lead you right to your next piece. And then you put that in place and you'll get another one. And then you'll get another one, and then you'll get another one. No one has their whole life figured out right then and there. It's a progression. And as long as you have your first piece, you have exactly what you need. You have exactly what you need. But the fact of the matter is, you have to trust it. You have to trust it. What good is something if you don't trust it, if you don't feel like it's going to serve you? No, you're just going to throw it away. And you'll be like, oh, it don't help me. That don't help me one bit. And if it seems to be a reoccurring thing in your life where you get this idea and then you talk yourself out and saying that it was a bad idea, but in the beginning that idea was great, and you were like, oh, this is it. And then you took action on it and it didn't lead to what you expected. And you feel like, well, that was dumb. Well, all that tells you is let go of expectation, because you'll never guess where you're going. You'll never guess what the path is going to look like. You might have an idea, but you don't know. So just let go of expectation. Have a place in your mind that you want to go. Connect to your heart and get there. It's that simple. It's not always easy, but it's simple. But more importantly, learn to trust yourself. Just know you have all the answers that you need. And once you connect to your heart, you'll know that. And you will get your first piece of the puzzle. Life wasn't meant to be played safe. You should be taking all the risks that you could possibly take. So ask yourself now, what's my next risk? Either way, I hope everybody have a beautiful day. Love yourself.